In all of our animated movies, we have to do an awful lot of reference, both for locations and props, but also for the characters' costumes. If it's a period piece, then we have to do a lot of reference to what those costumes look like. We may only find drawings, we may find photographs. It's also important that when we design our characters, that if it's a human being, we know we're going to have to shoot live action reference. Shooting live action reference for human characters has been around since the very first animated feature. It's a process that allows the animator a head start on the acting of the scene. Obviously, we can't just trace it. It must be exaggerated or caricatured to make sure that the movements of the characters feel real and bring it to life.
Grandma, it's me, Anastasia.
Take two. Okay, and sound. Cut. Good. It works. You know what? Let's try one more thing. You know the flirt back? If she turned more back. So
the people who are doing the live action work would watch my body language and hear my voice to try to sort of move in the way the way I sort of move.
I know. All men are babies.
Cut.
Shoot, okay, I'll get it.
There's a lot of mirroring and, there's a lot of intense stuff going on. So I never knew how much work there was to one of these. It's pretty fascinating.
What I try to do is take his acting.
No. Remember, you're the Grand Duchess.
And do a caricature of it. So when he's talking, it's like we'll get like the little head shakes and the little expression changes and try to push it a little bit further just to get that believability, because I think when you're acting, you gotta seem natural, but when you're acting out, you're acting. It's like you have to ham it up even more so.
The sequences in the train were Dimitri and Anya having a little bit of a fight, and the dialogue goes something like this.
Don't talk anymore, okay? It's only gonna upset me.
Fine, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet if you will.
And that's what he says in this scene. So, the live action was shot by Don, giving us a rough idea. And then I'll change them slightly, open up the mouths, make the dialogue read a bit better, and it'll be much. The challenge is to make the movements not look live action. That's the toughest part, because you have to leave out certain bits and keep certain bits. So that's our toughest problem right now.
This is the scene with Dimitri, and he's talking to Anya on the train. And basically, I rough out the main poses and the acting of the action. In other words, we get the storyboards from Don, and based on his sketches, we try and interpret the performances for him. And so we're basically the actors with the pencils. I'll do the main poses, and by that I mean I'll have, if I had an arm here and an arm here, and there are in-betweens that need to go in there, I would do here and here, and then chart it and send it off to the in-between department. And then they come back and check the drawings with me. My responsibilities basically are doing the in-between drawings that come from the animators and the breakdown artists. What I'm doing right now is drawing the in-between between drawings number 109 and 113. As you can see, as I flip this, you'll see that Dimitri is not only raising his left hand, but he's also turning his head towards the audience. So my job would be to smoothen that movement out by adding an in-between. So I'm just getting started on it. I'm trying to figure out the correct head position. So what I'll be looking for is a center line, maybe right there, as well as an eye line to anchor the eyes and the movement of the turn. And I can see that eye line might be there. The reason I'm flipping is just a real quick, safe way to check my work. It gives me an idea as to whether or not the movements and the volumes are all correct. So
I'll tell you what, I'm just finding right now that drawing Dimitri is a lot of fun.